Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would do another book review for you today. You enjoyed my last one where I reviewed Being Miss Nobody and you all loved it. So I thought I'm going to review one of my favourite books that is my go-to read when I'm like, what should I read tonight? It is going to be Confessions of a Shopaholic. So this book was originally titled The Secret Dreamworld of a Shopaholic. So you may know it from that title, but you may not. This was turned into a film. I love the film, definitely a must watch. But I thought I would review this book. So there is a big series of books. I've read them all. They are one of my favourite book collections ever. But I thought, do you know what, this book means so much to me because this is the first like adult book that I read. So as a teenager I really struggled to find what to read because obviously kids' books were too young, but teenagers' books I just never really connected with. But as soon as I read this, I was probably 13, 14. This was about that age, yeah. This was my first ever book that I read that was like a grown-up book. So I think it was just meant to be. I was meant to read this. I did write a bit of like a summary. I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to write what I think and from what I remember of the book. It has been a little bit since I read the book, but that's only because if you read something too close together, you remember the next bit so much. And that's a major problem with my brain. So I'm like, I want to spread out the time that I read it because I want to keep it one of my favourite books. And I don't think I'd ever get bored of reading it, but reading it like every couple of months I think is too much. But to be honest with this book, I don't think it is. Yes, I wrote it on my phone, you know, my brain, I'm not going to remember. If I look down, that's what I'm doing. The main character is Becky Bloomwood. She struggles with money. She's a shopaholic, as the books are all titled. So she loves to spend her money but does not enjoy paying her bills. One thing that I love about this book is that all her bills and everything that she's charged for, all her debts, get emailed to her. So at the start of the book and at the start of some of the chapters, that did not make sense. So at the start of the book and at some of the start of the chapters, there's these emails. And I love these emails, they are so funny, especially her responses to them and all the excuses that she makes up. It's what makes the book, and I think that's what I most enjoyed about it when I first read the book. Like, adult books aren't boring, they're not like depressing. Obviously you've got to be of a certain age to read them, but actually this is one that was just brilliant. I just loved it, and those emails, like really, those letters really did it for me. In the later books there's emails, in the first book there's letters, so obviously technology changed as these books were being written. She just gets into a lot of debt because she loves shopping, so she maxes out all of her credit cards. She even spends money on trying to figure out how to spend less money. So she buys all these books thinking, this is going to help me and follow along, when actually she's just spent loads of money on the books. And that's what I love. Like, that is something I would do, I think, was like try and do some, like, as she's spending money, to try to stop spending money. That's just me. I feel like I would do that. I actually did. I spent money on a budget book. I did not use it. Yes, I keep it in my bookshelf. I might use it. I used it a couple times and then realised I don't really have that much going out of my account to really track. I just love the connection that she has between herself, like the character's connection, and like Derek from the bank. Oh my god, it's just hilarious. She does meet him. She does know him. But also in the book she meets the love of her life. It's like a romance story throughout the whole book, starting from book 1. Luke Brandon is here throughout the whole collection. This book is just such a funny, feel-good book that if you're ever feeling down about anything or just want something really like an easy read, this should be number 1 on your list. This is number 1 on my list of books. The whole series is number 1 of my top books. The thing is, you just can't help but fall in love with Rebecca. She's just one of those characters. She's the most outgoing person, loves shopping, loves a bit of fashion. I can connect. But I think she's just one that everybody can relate to. Everybody can connect to her in some way or know of someone else who just reminds you of Rebecca. Yeah, this is definitely a book I never want to put down, as you can tell by me still holding the book. If you haven't already read the book, definitely go and check it out. As you can see, mine is very well used and very well read, and it's been read lots and lots of times. My mum loves the books. Obviously she introduced me to them, and it was bliss. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely check out the book if you haven't already. It is written by Sophie Kinsella. Completely forgot to say that. I do apologise. I was just so into how much I love the book, I forgot to give credit. I'm so sorry. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!